survival of the fittest there, yeah. Now here's another idea. I mean, we kind of have a chance here to, you know, there are people here who need check marks. So you could kind of, you know, hand them out to people who need them. Yeah, I mean, just like make it up. They've never. Yeah, fabricate the result.
They can't so.
Well, I mean, I guess this is a debate tournament, so how do we make decisions around here?
Debate it!
We debate, okay. We'll do it.
I don't usually give a lot of speeches. I watch them. So we'll see how this goes. On the other side. All right, my name is Stephanie Dropping. I'll be your Prime Minister. I've never said that before either. So again, we'll give this a chance. Okay, so a wise man once said, love is when the other person's happiness is more important than your own. And because we agree with this quote, we, the staff of the Joker's Wild tournament, are resolved to fabricate the results of this tournament. Our criterion is happiness. Simply, what will achieve the greatest amount of happiness for the greatest amount of people? We believe it is fabricating the results. And here's our plan. This is how we're going to do it, guys. Okay, those who need one check mark get one first. Then those who need 2 check marks, and then finally, yeah, those of you who are already qualified don't get any. Okay? We just want to make sure that, you know, those who need it get it. Okay, so contention 1, falsifying achieves happiness. So the point is, kids need checks. Students need checks. Okay. Okay. Wait, isn't this protected time?
Your contention point. So you would agree that we win this round, right?
Good point.
All right, so kids need checks. So there are students of this tournament who need check marks. Oh, wait a minute, I have eye contact, guys. Okay, so we realize that it's heartbreaking if they don't get them. If we know the actual results, they may or may not have checked. So we can create a perfect world for everyone by making sure that those who need check marks get them. Okay, subpoint B. Selfless.
What? Do you agree that you hate children and murdered baby seals?
I can't agree with that. Okay. So, okay, hey man, all the questions, you're making me lose my place here. Okay. So subpoint B, it's a selfless act on our part. Selfless act on our part. We will forever be haunted by the deceit. Sometimes as parents, we have to deceive our own children, such as when Perry, my oldest daughter, would ask to go to McDonald's when she was little, and I would tell her it was closed, but it was 1 in the afternoon. But the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, okay? And we're willing to sacrifice our own peace of mind for the children.
Yeah.
Okay? Contention number 2, sadness on many of your part if we announce that there are no results. So I realize that this sounds like a deceptive plan. It is far more satisfying to create a utopia right here tonight regarding the results of the tournament. And we're going to give to those who are in great need.
Good show, sir, man.
Right. So if we're all ready. Okay.
I have a dream that I will be asleep because I am very tired. I have debated like 15 rounds in the past like 2 days. So we're gonna get into our value and our criterion and then go over a few stock issues to their plan. First of all, let's go over a value of happiness. We agree with their kind of with their value of happiness. Our criterion here is sleep. I believe that we are all very tired and we need sleep, and that the sleep is the best way to get there. Let's go into topicality. We actually don't believe that they fall under the resolution. And the interpretation is just of the resolution. You could read it if you want to. The violation, they're not on our side. They are the opposition team. Yeah, okay, standards are fair debates. Okay, I'm completely forgetting how this is okay. Let's move on, they're not topical. So let's go into our disadvantage of wasted time. Subpoint A, lots of emails. Lots of emails. If they're just giving out check marks willy-nilly, they're probably later going to have to send lots of emails telling people that they actually did not receive check marks. So the subpoint B is government team sends emails. The government team will be the ones sending these emails, and therefore the impact here is no sleep. They will not be getting any sleep because they will be busy sending emails. Let's go into our solvency point of alternative facts. If they're giving alternative facts other than what is true, then that's not a good thing. As we learned, discourse does not shape reality. Let's go to our inherency point. Our inherency point is actually that we already fabricated the results. Dropping-Klomparens won, so you can all go home. Let's go to our significance point. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this because we are all way too tired. Let's go into our counter plan of implement nap time. Congress will pass and the president will sign a bill that actually makes Congress and the president go to Best Buy. This is mandate 1, go to Best Buy and fix the tab computer. The mandate 2 is to go to Target and buy blankets. Mandate 3 is we will have subsidized nap time. Mandate 4 is abolish the U.S. sugar program. Mandate 5 is release sleeping gas on congregation. Mandate 6 is to wake them up when the results are ready. So ultimately, what this all comes down to is we need to be happy, and the best way to get to happiness is to have sleep. And our plan is the best way to achieve that, not to mention the fact we will be abolishing the U.S. sugar program. Thank you very much.
I don't think we're going to go the route of like rolling another huge in the ground because of their plan. This is much better.
Okay. My name is Amy Klomparens, and I will be your member of government this evening. Okay, so first of all, just to get started, I want to agree with the opposition team that we will be abolishing the sugar program. That's just like, agree to that. And then secondly, did someone start a timer? Okay, thank you. I want to just make it known that we they agree to our value of happiness. They did add a criterion of sleep, which we agree to that's important too. And actually our plan is the fastest because we are really fast at fabricating results. And we will have you out of here in no time flat. Just give us 5 minutes in the back room and we'll have it done for you. And you know, like the blankets, I've got a disadvantage of wasted cost for buying blankets, new computers. In fact, this is going to take really long, this whole convoluted plan. We can have it done really quickly. And I also want to talk about alternative facts and discourse shaping reality, because this is actually something that is not true. Discourse does shape reality. And we know that because we can, at this moment, shape reality by our words. We can say that these people have won these check marks, and it becomes reality. We have the opportunity to shape reality with our words. And so I just want to, that is actually, and then, okay, and so I do want to get to their disadvantage of wasted time. So I want to point out that the wasted time would be on the behalf of the government team. We have already, in our original speech, under contention 1, subpoint B was selfless. We are selfless. That is why we have this plan. We are willing to carry the guilt of fabricating results, not only, but we are also willing to do the selfless act of responding to all the emails and doing all of the things that they were talking about that will be wasted time. That is something that we would be doing, and so we will take that on as the selfless individuals that we are, and send you all home happy, because I just want to get, at the end of this speech, hopefully it's getting near the end, I want to get back to our criterion, which is happiness. Greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. And do you not all agree that if everyone who needs a check mark tonight goes home with one, that would be the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people? Yes. And on that point alone, I believe that any ballots that happen should go to the government team. Thank you very much.
My head hurts.
From holding it, you mean?
No, I'm not.
Hello. I'm sick.
Hi, sick. I'm Christopher.
Okay. So I'm going to be a member of opposition, and today I'd like to respond to the Prime Minister. So let's go. Yeah, it's going down. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Mom. Okay, let's begin. Okay. First, I'd like to point out that they dropped every single argument that we just brought up. Every single one. Every argument. Oh, yes? We agree. But you dropped all of them. Every single one. Okay, so let's move into some responses to their first contention. Cool. So their first contention, they said that people need checks, and there's going to be heartbreak, selflessness, and people are going to be very haunted from this, but they need checks, so it's not worth it. Well, our first response to this is it doesn't matter because we won. And so we already won. Dropping-Klomparens won. Second response, children matter. They said this when we asked them if children matter and they killed baby seals. They replied with, we love children, and so they shouldn't lie to their kids, obviously.
Oh.
So you know. And then the next point that I have, my third response, is that that doesn't even apply because everybody wants naps more than they want checks. Am I right? Okay, so the second contention that they had was sadness. This is a turn. People are sad without naps. We all want sleep. Am I right? We all want sleep. And then my second response is that I'm sad. I have done many rounds and I'm very sick. You're killing me with rounds and I want a nap. And so obviously we need to do this. And right now, the counter plan solves all of these problems because we get sleep, we get check marks, and we get Best Buy. And Best Buy is a great place to go to because they will fix our tabulation computers. Oh, indeed. If you wanted to, but I don't understand why, because pews are the best. They have cushions. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this counter plan. We're going to be abolishing the sugar program. That's pretty big. Oh yeah, Okay, so underneath the counter plan, we subsidize naps. Naps are great, and we release sleeping gas. So we, for sure, nap, a guaranteed nap for all of these competitors right now. Their contentions can't even apply because we already won. Once again, inherency. Okay, so just to reiterate, it is very important that we have naps and the proper checks because proper checks are the best checks. And you shouldn't lie to their kids. They murdered baby seals. We know it. They murdered baby seals, and nobody seems to be bringing this up. So for all of these reasons and more, I think that we should have naps. Thank you.
Yes, clapping. Okay. I'm going to be getting into 4 major voting issues, but before I do that, I want to go a little bit over the original oratory ballot. I'm going to show it to you all right now, okay? And it says that the clear... Yeah, okay.
Stop timer. What's going on here?
I am using a visual aid.
We'll take it under consideration.
Okay, there we go, yeah. Cool. Well, just consider the OO ballot when you're making your decision, I guess. Okay, let's get into our 4 voting issues. Voting issue 1 is that happiness is the ultimate goal. I think we've all agreed with this. We agreed with the different values that happiness was the ultimate goal. There's no real contest there. So point A, sleep is the goal. What this means is that sleep is the ultimate goal, as we already agreed, since sleep was the criterion for the value of happiness. This leads us to our voting issue 2 of inherency. We already brought up that we already won and we already fabricated this, so we don't need to do this. Inherency, it's over. Okay, voting issue 3, the government team lies. The government team lies. Actually, Marta brought this up in her speech, and it was a very good point. I don't really remember. Oh wait, yeah, okay, well, just believe they lied, because I know they did, and she said it. Let's go into voting issue 4 of our counter plan is the best. Our counter plan is the best. We have proven that there will be a guaranteed nap, as we will be releasing a sleeping gas over the entire congregation, and we will have blankets, and it will be great, and Congress will just up and leave their building and go to Best Buy and stuff and fix the computer. So we're all good there. So the counter plan is clearly the best option here. We will not be giving alternative facts, and we will, instead of having this terrible plan that they have proposed, have guaranteed sleep and happiness. Thank you.
I've never been to a debate class. Okay, so here we go. We're going to sum this all up. Okay, so I'd like to return to our original point of happiness in our original plan. We have several voting issues that we want to go over. Voting issue number 1, there is no budget for blankets. As much as you would like them, there isn't any. I mean, we've already spent the money on the awards. Okay.
And we want to hand that out tonight.
Yes, we do. Yes, exactly.
And the rebuttal.
Exactly. Okay. Voting issue number 3, we do agree that we should abolish the sugar program. Okay. We want to remind you as a voting issue that we are being selfless. We really want to create that utopia. We want to give these kids the check mark because we want to give the most happiness to the most kids. Right? Isn't everybody in agreement with that? Judges? Judge? Wait a minute. Judge, wouldn't you agree that? Yes. There you go. Okay, and I guess that wraps it up. So I would urge you to cast a ballot for the government team.
Yeah, government. Hey, by the way, which Dropping-Klomparens team here? We got 2.
Yeah.